when I say family is business and business is family, it means that we shouldn't be so open and comfortable for having to go through external sources or third parties to get what we need to sustain our family or to build our family. As far as, simple as, going to work, unless that duty, that task, and that job complements the foundational structures of the family unit. Other than that, you're building up somebody else's, empires, that are not pouring back into yours. So everything has to be, families align with other families to sustain the wealth of the families. Everything was strategic. That's why they had arranged marriages. They said love was the last thing on the list. You can learn to love, you can learn to love somebody, but rule number one is sustain the generational wealth. Think about how they used to do things. Like love was the last thing on the list. I'm not saying love should be the last thing on our list, but let's not just think it's not just about love. What does love got to do with it? So we have to think beyond just the emotional aspect of oh, I love you, you love me, let's have babies, let's just do this. No, it has to be beyond that. And lifetime goals has to be a little deeper than let's just get married, have a couple kids, get a car, get a house. We made it, done. No, your job is not done. We have a job. We have an ancestral job here. We have life missions. Your life missions is a lot of times not your career path. That's just what you do to survive while you're here. It's to try to buy your time back to be able to reallocate the proper amount of time and energy to your life mission. What is your life mission? What is your life goal? So we start asking those questions, we might get crickets, right? Because we got so accustomed to just going along day by day, just doing to survive, and just making it normalizing, an insane program, because it doesn't make sense long term. And we think about generational wealth, just securing the wealth of the next generation, like the ones, right? I'm talking about the ones that, like, I got kids. Okay, this is the next generation, right? And if they have kids, generation that you can look, there should be no excuse for the generation directly past us to start off at zero, meaning zero credit score, zero this, zero that. Is how, we have to stop scrambling and fumbling upon each transition. There's no such thing as death in the Malachian Empire either. When you curse a person to death, you limit your access to the connection to that person in the fifth dimensional world. There's no such thing as death. Energy can only transcend, right? So it's the transition of life from one portal, from one dimension to the next. And we want to sustain all connections. Who want to cut off their connection? You got connects with people at you got law enforcement, the post office. You don't want to cut off those connections. Why would you cut off connections with people up there? I need all access. These people are called our spirit guides. So we have to plan for the future and plan for the generations. Simple stuff, strategic trust and estate planning. Life insurance policies. At least if I wasn't worth nothing while I was here, I can be worth something when I transcend. I can leave you a couple dollars. At least I don't have to push you and leave you in a position to hold down my debt. At least I can give you a way to bury me, at least, right? I can do that for a couple dollars a month. What term policy, a couple of 10,000, maybe $20 a month. Come on, man. Like, it's no excuse. But we try to find ways, oh, that's too expensive. I can't really afford that. The mindset needs to be, can I not afford it? Right? You can't afford not to do this. And to me, that's selfish. Because we can write a list of a whole bunch of things that we spend money on that we probably didn't need. That's 10 times more, the commitment of a couple $100, for a couple life insurance policies. My grandma taught me the game without even telling me. I peeped game like 20 years. I'm like, my grandma always going to funerals. I realized she had policies on everybody. All her, I'm like, it did not click to me till like 3 years ago. 3 years ago, I'm like, She didn't tell me nothing, but I'm into trust, heavy into trust and estate planning and stuff like that. It clicked. I say, Grandma, the whole time I say, Grandma ain't never broke. Grandma always show them to every funeral. You know, Grandma gonna go to church, gonna do this good. She gonna be, I say, but she wasn't just showing up and doing, she had a strategic plan to of course, make sure that she was in position to be a good trustee, you know, for the benefit of her friends, right? But also, I'm pretty sure it's a little payout for her too. You know, so, but this is how it works though. You know, none of this stuff is new, but this stuff wasn't a part of our curriculum in school. You know, we don't, you know, you think that you should at least learn something about consumer credit, business credit, you know, finances, you know, beyond 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you know, algebra 1, 2, and 3. You know what I'm saying? I need to learn investment 1, 2, and 3. You know, so we weren't taught these things, so it wasn't meant for you to learn these things because you was meant to just be a worker, not a creator, only a consumer, or just enough to help. You know, remember, slaves built this country. You see what I mean? On the backs of slaves. That's great labor. So it ain't that the slave masters, you know, was nice and be like, let the people go. It's the fact that they realize you gotta educate these marks a little bit so they can perform the task at the bare minimum. You see what I mean? That was the strategy. Master wasn't being nice. So slavery is not over. Just so you know. But for the record, slavery is not a black or white thing no more. Everybody's a part of this curriculum. I think just 10 years ago, everybody realized it. No, you all slaves. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, no, it's only the small fraction of few of people that hold the power within this organization we call the United States, right, that understand this. Everybody else just keeping it. Everybody thought it was a color thing. It was beyond color now. There's no more blaming one and blaming the next. We all got a responsibility here. So as you guys can see, I completely freestyle my lines. So let me go back to that's the point of family is business. Family though. Family is business and business is family. You know, we can't keep bringing things into the family that does not make sense for the family. You know, when you marry just for self, you have to marry, how does this person fit into the dynamics of my family, of our family plan and our family structure? You see what I mean? What does this person bring? You know, because you know, if let's say if you're the king of England or some stuff like that, and you marry a woman, she automatically inherits, you know, all of that stuff. You see what I mean? She's automatically the beneficiary of said trust. Who all know what a marriage really is?
Contract between state and God and man, essentially.
Okay, you said something important. You said a contract between what first?
State.
State. So you're talking about the traditional legal marriage, right? So it's a contract between state, you, and, right? Wait. Okay, you say, hold on. State, you, of course, the wife, and God, 4.
Yes.
So it's a 4-party contract. That sounds cool, right? What's the problem with that? Because you and your wife don't need any third parties to get to God or to be married. So what's the state's beneficial interest within, okay, and what is a marriage again? What is a marriage? Now you say who's involved. What is a marriage though? What type of contract? What type of agreement? Give me something else. It's a trust. It's a trust. A marriage is a trust. You guys are getting married. You guys are the initial grantors of this trust. You are the creators of this trust. And you are the initial trustees of this trust. For the benefit of your heirs, whoever, your children and stuff like that. their benefit and to the age of maturity. Problem with that is, so what is the state's interest, and why do they have an interest in your trust? Always money. Money, control, and whatever else, but mainly dollar. Think they care about your love? They care about your love.
Security.
Oh, that's security interest. Like that contract now, I heard horror stories, things that are intertwined, and because they only sell you the love part, you're completely ignorant to the contractual part. You don't even understand the contractual part of the relationship. It's just you and the person, let alone the state, until it's too late. Like, wait a minute, how did this happen? Well, because it's funny that they don't provide y'all with the contract, y'all, or did y'all they just give you a certificate? Y'all don't read the contract? Who's seen a full marriage contract? Who's married in here? Have you guys never seen a marriage contract?
Well,
Only the certificate?
just mostly just the certificate itself.
Interesting. I wonder, I'm just now thinking about this. I want to know what would happen if you guys did a FOIA request.
Right.
Hey,
Wouldn't I bet that'd be an interesting contract to look over to see, because it'd have to show their interest in it.
Right.
you show up, sign everything, and give you a certificate.
How easy is it to get married? Pretty simple, right? Convenient, ain't it? How hard is it to get divorced? Wait a minute. Will it cost? Don't it cost the same to get married? No. So you telling me, wait a minute. You telling me it's easier to get married and cheaper?
Not for me. Mine was opposite.
It was opposite.
Mine was opposite.
Why was that?
I don't know, man. I found me a little janky guy, man, to get me out of that contract quick. Cost me about $800.
Was that just because you went through like a third party and just kind of like we had all type of other stuff going on? You didn't. I'm talking about directly courthouse fees. That's what I mean.
No.
That's what I mean.
No. Just, I'm talking about the wedding.
Oh no. We ain't talking about no. We can't compare that because people go crazy with that. We talking about we talking about the contract. That's it. The
10 times. Easy.
to divorce.
To divorce.
To divorce. Why is that? Because they don't want you to divorce them. Because they're going to lose interest in two parties now. Guess what now? Okay, they can't catch him for the debt. Now they can go for her for the debt. They can't catch her for the debt. Now they can go for him for the debt. It's like a cosigner. You are an automatic cosigner on everything this person do now. Congratulations. Hopefully you ain't just pick for love. Gotta love that. You gotta love that. What's love got to do with it, right? A lot or nothing. So that's why we got to get used to saying these terms and not feeling offended or less loving, because I trigger a lot of people when I say family is business, business is family. What do you mean? This is not a business. What do you call this? We are in a partnership here. We are going into partnership. And there should be full transparency, understanding what the terms and conditions of the partnership, the rules, the obligations, the expectations. Because now you're merging personal business and business. It's two different. It's a person's personal business. Is this personal business of asset or liability to your personal business, your business, and vice versa? So now when we truly analyze these things and we sit back and determine, and outside the personal projections of ourselves, including the extensions of our family and bloodline, there's a lot of things to consider here. And what about this person's family, right? Because you're not marrying just them. Who you marrying? The family. All that, oh, it's just us, let's just not, that's all good. That's cool. You know, sometimes you got to do that, right? But you cannot not consider these things. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the actuality of what you're doing when you're marrying. This is, you two are the representation of this family and this family merging together. That's why the wealthy families, there was a point they were arranging the marriage because they knew that. No. This ain't, you think this ain't got nothing. This decision is not just about you and him. It can be. It's impossible. Even if you like go back and do some homework on a lot of the wealthiest families don't even like each other. So they don't. All right, we got family. Now we think like, well, we beef with our families all the time. It's always a problem, right? We don't all get the perfect families, right? We don't always see each other and stuff like that. You know, we don't always kick it, go to cookout, stuff like that. But if you do your background check, you'll realize that when it comes time to family meetings and gatherings, they usually show up. Why do they show up? If they just much don't like their family just as much as we don't, right? Why? Because they have. Go ahead. You was about to say it? Okay.
Was an obligation, I guess.
What kind of obligation?
I guess a family obligation.
They're beneficiaries of this trust. Hell yeah, they showing up to family meetings. You better believe it. When'd you show up if you had? There's a family trust at stake. A family trust fund at stake. And you have a certificate of trust that grants you, 10%. And look, if I don't really like this part of the family or my part of the family, that's more of a reason why I'm gonna show up. Because I can't trust them to make decisions within my best interest. Infrastructures and stuff like that. Boom. The kids taught the so-called people to be the power of the metaverse. That's not because I said it. Think about it. Oh my God. That's when your boy Snoop Dogg sold the first piece of real estate in the metaverse for X amount of millions of dollars. Right. Oh, we can just recreate everything in the metaverse. So now they start digitizing the real estate, start digitizing the natural resources. So now you digitize all these things. Now, when the digital currency is dominant, it's easy because everything has been converted over to the digital space. Everything's virtual now. They can't get away from the tangible until everything is actually digitized. But they're not the geniuses that spark those ideas. It's the young brains of the young kids. Look at your kid again when he's playing Roblox. Look at what they're doing. They're having fun with the stuff that we're mesmerized about. The kids started this. They was building the first metaverses. Tell me I'm lying. Now what they did is see that, the right people seen that, and they named it. And now everybody taking off with it. But you got to peep game. You got to peep game. My stepson taught me about virtual currency. I forgot what he was doing. He was playing PlayStation. He told me take him to the gas station and get this PlayStation refill card. And I bought the card. You know, I believe you can learn from the youngest. I'm always open to learn. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning like, what you doing? Like, so what just happened during that transaction? So I gave you cash. You gave it to him. He gave you this card. And then this currency turned into, it called Y-Bucks. Yeah, it's called Y-Bucks. And it goes to his account on PlayStation. And he can go in there and you can, because in the video games ain't like it was back in the day. You can't play a whole video game without reaching for your wallet. When did they start this stuff? That's kind of what threw me off again. I'm like, I don't know what's going on here. You know what I'm saying? I just want to play the game, man. But you gotta buy cars, you gotta buy jewelry, you gotta buy, you know what I'm saying? Thinking like, you gotta have a full-time job just to afford to play the game. But the kids doing this normally, like, but I'm learning. I sat down in this room and watched them. I say, go ahead, go ahead, play the game. Show me how it works. I say, thank you. So that's when I established the Malachian token, and I created a virtual credit system for people to build business credit. He told me that. He taught me that. Off a kid. Because the thing is that, see, we have an opportunity to time shift, to time travel. And that's based upon if you can literally see where the world is now and literally see based upon you absolutely being certain what you see is what you see and seeing and knowing what you see is true as it relates to the future. Are they doing this now? This is what's about to happen. Nobody around you might know what you're talking about. It's not for everybody to know what you're talking about. Oh, they understand it. But those are going to be the new kings and queens and families in power, the people that see history repeats itself, right? So that means this is a new opportunity to recreate and rebuild and reposition ourselves in the new. It don't make sense to be fighting on this round. Go upstairs and start building upstairs before ain't nobody thinking about it. Ain't nobody thinking about none of this. Because America is hustle and bustle. One trend today, next trend, next day, we all over the place. You know what I'm saying? But if you can take yourself outside of that run and gun, cat and mouse routine and just remove yourself from the competition, from all that stuff, and just build in a place where it's boring and nobody gets the point yet. until they have to get the point. And they got to pay you to pass go. I'm not doing nothing outside what America already did. In 1933 was the redemption movement, where they confiscated all the gold and silver from the American people. Back in the day, we used to use the gold and silver to transact and barter and trade in commerce before the American dollar came out. So they took the true money away. They confiscated it by force. They took it away and gave the debt notes, the dollar bills, the IOUs. If I said they're digitizing the natural resources, they're digitizing the gold, the silver, they're digitizing the real estate. We're in a world of crypto. We're in a world of digital. People they're not getting their gold and silver confiscated. We're selling it, volunteering it. See, the new slave says, volunteers himself from slavery now, thinking he's free. The new slave is right here. He think he's free. Don't you remember you seen Django? Remember Jamie Foxx? He escaped when he got caught up in the wagon, and he killed the slave masters, and he got out, and then there was like two more slaves in the carriage. He was like, "Come on." They looking like, even though they're clearly dead. Mentally, they're stuck. Mentally, they're stuck in this carriage. And they can't break free. It was a lot of symbolism, and that's how it is. You know what I'm saying? So we just got to start thinking deeper, thinking bigger, and just aligning ourselves with the right frequencies and vibrations to really, and let's marry each other again as far as families, right? Let's strategically marry each other as families. You see what I mean? For aspects outside of general love. So that being said, we're going to proceed with the first official physical private marriage covenant. We're going to get more deep into this, into the legal aspects of this inside the presentation. We separated this for the sake of time, so we're going to get this clear out, and we're going to the full presentation that I have for today. But this is a private marriage ceremony, private marriage covenant, in which both parties have a marriage covenant, and private marriage certificate. And we're gonna get into all the details of that, where all terms are present, clear. Where if she say he can't walk outside with no shoes, she can go and he signed and agreed. And he walk outside with no shoes one day, say, nope, you violated Article 2 in Section 3 on page, it says it right there. It says it right there. We have 2 witnesses, right? You see what I mean? We have to start doing things with certainty. Certainty. No, I'm certain. I'm not confused. I'm certain. It's right here, right? That's how they do. That's how the law is done. Except the matrix of it is that most people are incompetent of law. It is done like that by design. Law, at least contract law, should be part of the standard curriculum inside of school. How can you not give at least contract law if we go into contracts every single day? Young or old. Every time your kid download an app on that phone, they went through a contract phase. It's terms and conditions and disclaimers that we just agree. We will put 1,000 viruses on your phone if you agree. We will take seriously. Brothers and sisters of the Malachian Empire, we today gather as one family under the blessings of the Creator and watchful eyes of our ancestors and the sacred principles of the Malachian Empire to witness and celebrate the union of Malahk ben Miki-el and Sarah Angelique Martinez. This is no ordinary union. This is the formation of a sacred covenant that is not only binds 2 hearts, but also brings forth lineage, legacy that will carry forward strength of themselves and throughout the tribal nation of the Malachian Empire. So can you guys please come up, please? That will carry for many generations. In this sacred space, we recognize that marriage is a covenant, not just a contract. It is an unbreakable bond built on trust, commitment, and spiritual unity. A bond that is honored in the eyes of the Creator and within the sacred laws of the Malachian Empire. The sacredness of marriage within the Malachian Empire. Marriage within the Malachian Empire is more than a union between 2 individuals. It is the beginning of a destiny. It is the creation of a new family legacy. As Malahk and Sarah come together today, they join ranks of the ancestors who built their lives on principles of love, unity, and strength. Their marriage will be reflected and a reflection of these principles. And together they will build something greater than themselves. The Malachian Empire teaches us that marriage is a divine partnership. It is a combination of spiritual forces that, when united, create something incredible. Marriage is not about 2 halves, but becoming whole. It is about 2 whole individuals coming together to create something stronger and more powerful force, a force that will stand a test of time, uplift future generations, and honor legacy of those who came before. Malahk and Sarah, today, you are creating a union that will not only benefit you in this life, but one that will echo through the generations. This is your moment to create a legacy that will strengthen the fabric of the Malachian Empire itself, as well as your own individual aspects. You stand here today as representatives of that sacred legacy, and it will upmost the witness of your covenant. Malahk and Asherah, you are entering into a sacred space today, and this is built on unity, strength, and balance. The Creator teaches us that two forces come together with intentions, with love, and with a shared vision. They are capable of creating miracles. You are not just committing to yourselves, but to one another. You are creating a foundation for your family, for your community, and for the Malachian Empire. Remember, unity does not mean ununiformity. Each of you brings your unique gifts and strengths, your wisdom to this partnership. You are equals, and in that equality, you find balance. You are not losing yourself in this union. You are enhancing who you are while lifting each other higher and becoming more powerful together than you ever could apart. Through ups and downs, through challenges and triumphs, remember that you are the one force bound together by love and strengthened by the support of the Malachian Empire. Your ancestors and Creator, unity is your power, and this power will carry you. The legacy of family within the empire. We understand that family is more than just blood. It is legacy, business, and future. Family is business, and business is family. Malahk and Asherah, your marriage is your first business. It is a sacred enterprise in which you will invest your time, energy, love, and resources. You are laying the groundwork not just for yourselves, but for your children you will raise, the wisdom you will pass, and the empire that you will build. Today we become partners, you become partners, not only in love, but in purpose, committed to the growth and prosperity of you and your legacy. And now, Malahk Ben Miki-el and Sarah Angelique Martinez, it is time for you to speak the sacred vows that will bind your souls together. And this will establish your commitment to one another before the Creator, your ancestors, and the community of the Malachian Empire. Chief Malahk, please speak your vows.
My beloved Sarah Angelique, on the sacred day I stand before you, not just as a man, but as a reflection of divine love that binds us as vessels of the Creator's life, which I promise to nurture and protect in our union. From the moment our souls crossed paths, I knew we were destined for something far greater than ourselves. In you, I found my mirror, my equal, my eternal partner in this journey of life. I recognize the sacredness in your spirit, power, in your heart, and the wisdom in your being. I vow to honor these gifts in every step we take together. I promise to cherish you, not just in moments of joy, but in the depths of our trials, for it is through our challenges that the strength of our love will grow. I will stand beside you when the world celebrates us, and I will stand even closer when shadows fall, so that no force can separate what the Creator has united. I vow to be your protector, not in the sense of shield and sword, but in spirit and in truth. I will protect your dreams, your heart, and the sacred space we create together. I will guard our union with unwavering dedication, ensuring that love is the foundation upon which we build our lives, our family, and our legacy. I promise to lead with kindness, to listen with patience, and to speak with wisdom in times of peace. I will celebrate with you in times of uncertainty. I will be your rock, grounded in faith and love. I vow to honor the sacredness of our covenant before the eyes of the Creator, the ancestors, and the divine forces that have brought us together. Our love is a flame that will not be extinguished, an eternal bond that that transcends this earthly life and stretches into the infinite beyond. Sarah, Angelique, you are my light, my love, my forever. I vow to love you without condition, to respect you without hesitation, and to walk with you in both spirit and in truth for all the days of my life and into eternity. This is my sacred promise to you. My heart is yours now and always.
If you accept, please blow out the candle. Now, Sarah, please speak your vows to Malahk.
My dearest Malahk and Miki-el, today I stand before you not just as the woman you love, but as the reflection of the divine energy that brought us together. In this moment, surrounded by the presence of our Creator, our ancestors, and the forces of the universe, I give you my heart, my spirit, and my eternal promise. From the first moment I looked into your eyes, I saw the depth of your soul, strong, wise, and filled with the light of truth. I knew then that we were destined for a love that transcends the physical, a love that would be guided by our shared faith, our purpose, and our sacred union. I vow to walk beside you on this journey, through every high and every low, with unwavering faith and devotion. I will be your partner in all things, your confidant, your strength when you are weary, and your joy when life is abundant. I promise to honor and support you in all that you are and all that you are becoming. I will nurture the space between us, protecting the sacred bond we share with trust, love, and respect. I regard our dreams and our union fiercely, knowing that what we build together is rooted in the divine, guided by the hand of the Creator, and meant to last through all time. I vow to love you in your highest moments and your most vulnerable ones. I will celebrate your victories as if they were my own. And when life brings challenges, I will stand firm by your side, knowing that together we can face anything. I will honor you with my words, cherish you with my actions, and lift you up with my heart always. Our love is a reflection of the infinite, a divine connection that transcends this world. I promise to love you with a fierce and passionate heart, to be your companion in this life and beyond, and to uphold the sacred covenant we create today. Before the Creator, our ancestors, and the spiritual forces that guide us. Malahk and Miki-el, you are my heart, my soul, and my eternal love. With you, I am complete. I vow to be yours in this life and in the life to come, forever and always. This is my sacred promise.
Malahk, if you accept, please blow out the candle. Give him a round of applause, y'all. Okay, so everybody follow along with me. I ask everyone present to join us in a moment of unity as we offer a blessing upon this union. Creators, ancestors, and divine spirits of the Malachian Empire, we call upon your strength, wisdom, and your guidance to bless this sacred union. May Malahk and Sarah be surrounded by love, upholded by strength, and protect these by forces that govern our great empire. We ask for prosperity, for joy, and for eternal bond between them, and that they may build a family rooted in love, purpose, and legacy. Let their union serve as a testament to the sacred principles of themselves and the Malachian Empire, and may they always find strength in one another. I say, these rings you are exchanging are sacred symbols of eternal commitment to one another. The circle has no beginning and no end, just as your love has no limits. These rings represent your promise to stand by each other, to protect each other, and to honor this sacred covenant forever and always. Malahk, as you place this ring on her hand, repeat after me. With this ring,
With this ring,
I bind my heart,
I bind my heart,
my spirit,
my spirit,
my soul to you.
my soul to you.
I promise to you
I promise to you
that I will love you,
that I will love you,
protect you,
protect you,
and stand by your side
and stand by your side
from this day forward
from this day forward
in this life
in this life
and the next.
and the next.
Sarah, repeat after me. With this ring,
With this ring,
my heart,
my heart,
my spirit,
my spirit,
my soul,
my soul,
I promise to you
I promise to you
that I will love you,
that I will love you,
protect you,
protect you,
and stand by your side
and stand by your side
from this day forward
from this day forward
and to the next life.
into the next life.
Now I ask everybody present to join again. Say peace and power. Let's give 'em a round of
I appreciate it.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. There you go.
Could you be the one?